네, 오늘 파워인터뷰에서는 연일 끊이지 않고 일어나는 아시안 혐오 범죄에 대해 로라 커런 낫소카운티장으로부터 낫소카운티의 공식 입장 그리고 대응 방안에 대해 들어보는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다.
So would you say hello to K-Radio audience?
Yes, hello K-Radio. It's so nice to be with you and thank you for having me.
Yeah, you know, we've been experiencing a lot of things over a year, and especially Asian people are suffering from a fear that they might get attacked in the streets. So how do you see these Asian hate crimes and what will be our countermeasure for these issues?
Yeah, this is an important issue. We're seeing these horrible images just in New York City, out in California, and around our country. We have a growing Asian population here in Nassau County, and we want to reassure our Asian community members that we're doing everything we can to keep them safe. We have not had any hate crimes against Asians in the past 3 years. There was a bias incident last year.
You mean Nassau County?
In Nassau County. In Nassau County. So it's been in the past 3 years there's been none. No violent hate crimes at all. But there wasn't a bias incident against an Asian person. So we have zero tolerance for bias crimes, for hate crimes against any member of our community. And we want to make sure that our growing Asian community knows that you are respected and you are protected. So we have really good intelligence-led policing. We monitor all of the chatter. And, you know, our goal is to keep every single one of our residents as safe as we possibly can.
Good. But comparing to George Floyd movement, there seems not that many cases in school, in public schools. I have 2 kids and I live in Nassau County. I asked my kids that if they haven't got any message from school that regarding these Asian hate crimes, but they haven't. But in George Floyd movement, there have been a lot of racism and why Black Lives Matter. So if Asian parents want schools to teach this kind of, deliver the message to kids, what actions do we need to take?
Well, that's a very interesting question. So we have 56 independent school districts here in Nassau County. So unlike New York City, where it's the city that's in charge of the schools, our school districts are in charge of themselves. So if I were a parent who wanted to advocate for something like this, I would go right to my school board, go to the school board meetings, get in touch with your school superintendent, and let your voice be heard. You know, I'm a public school parent myself, and I know that they're very receptive to these kinds of messages. Their goal, like our goal in the county, is to keep their students and their staff safe and free from these kinds of bias incidents. So I'm sure if you make your voice heard that you will be listened to.
All right, so go to district.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the county is not the boss of the schools here in Nassau County.
Good. Then,
but we can set the tone, right, on the county level. So we've had 2 rallies here along with a press conference, so 3 events right here on our front steps, bringing together all stakeholders from all different communities, Asian community, Hispanic community, Black community, Jewish community, you name it, all came together with one voice to denounce anti-Asian violence. That's something that we do, we come together as a community to say that an attack on one person is potentially an attack on any person, no matter what their background is.
All right.
So that tone is set here in Nassau County. Our police department takes it very seriously. I take it very seriously. And so do faith leaders and community leaders from all communities, not just Asian communities, coming together to say, no, not happening in Nassau.
Well noted. You are running for a re-election this fall, right?
Correct.
So what would be your goal or objective if you have a chance to serve county executive one more time?
Yes, so my goal is to make sure that our residents know what we've been doing at the county, and I think throughout this pandemic, the county's role has really risen to the fore. Unlike the towns and the villages, we're in charge of the contact tracing with the health department. We've got the Office of Emergency Management. We have the Department of Social Services, all of these things to help with the recovery. So I want to talk about who do you trust to lead our recovery, our economic recovery, our health recovery. Our vaccination program, we're really leading the state. We've had more of our residents vaccinated than just about any other county in the state. Our economy is coming back. We've got great opportunities, and I want to make sure that we're maximizing those as much as possible. And I leave it to the voters to decide who they want to lead them. And of course, I'm going to make my case as best I can. So thank you so much for your attention. I'm hoping next time we can see more people in person. I'm looking forward to making that personal connection, and I just, wish everyone a lot of health and a lot of prosperity, and I think brighter days are absolutely ahead.